Hello, it is April 14th, 2025, and I'm here with your local market update telling you what is up with the real estate market here in the Mid-Willamette Valley. My name is Ryan Long, and I'm coming to you from Corvallis. Let's take a look at what is going on real quick nationally with homes for sale and availability, and then we'll dive into what's happening locally. As agents, we really love to talk about inventory. And actually, it sometimes feels like that's the only thing we talk about. But you know what? It's because we're upset that we don't have more options for buyers. And honestly, sometimes, start getting mad about it because we feel like if there were more options, all these buyers would have homes that we could fit them in. So let's look and think about, what has happened the last few years as far as inventory. And what I have here is a chart showing what the difference in house inventory, how many homes are actually on the market compared to 6 years ago. So pre-pandemic, what was the March baseline in 2019 versus now? Oregon has 11% less homes. And so that is in the neighborhood of, 600 homes less than normal in pre-pandemic. Now, if we look year over year, the good news is it's up 28% from 2024. So, hopefully we're seeing more options. You can see, again, Oregon's 11%. Now, the interesting thing is that, you see the Northeast up here, they're all down and have incredibly low inventory, but Colorado, Texas, and Florida seem to be the ones that have increased or have more inventory than 6 years ago. And if we look at a graph, I've got one up here that I'm looking at from this year, from last year to this year. Actually, California's up a lot, Nevada's up a lot, Colorado's up a lot. And so those are some of the states that have 50% or more new inventory or inventory from last year. Next, let's take a look at the market statistics. This is actually the whole Willamette Valley, Linn, Benton, Marion, and Polk Counties for the most part encompass that. If we look at the two best indicators for value and comparing them to last year, we see that median sales price is up 8.7%. Median sold price per square foot, another best measure of value, is also up. So again, we are up year over year. An indicator of how much demand there is for that inventory is the list price received. That means, the house is listed for $500,000. Is it getting that? If it was sold for $500,000, then that would be 100%. We're just below that, meaning there's really not much negotiation room, indicating that there's not that much extra inventory, and it's really still a seller's market. Now, next we have Corvallis showing that up now. Median sales price is $578,000. That's up 5.2% over last year and 4.8%. So those numbers are very close in line. It really does look like home values March to March are up 5%. Now, the other thing to take away is that not quite as strong across the valley as Corvallis was, but we also had a fairly low number of closed sales, which can skew those numbers a bit. But we've been fairly in line with that. Last year, we were at $550,000 as a median sales price. Quite often, we're hovering around that range. New listings. So if we look at February, this row is February 2025, and this is the net. And then, so compared from February to March, we were up 139%. So we had a ton of new listing, which is excellent. Inventory, of course, is up, but not that much. So a lot of homes are selling, but we did get a lot of new listings on the market. It's interesting to see Albany is 459,000 median sales price. That's up 8%. And median sales price or sold price per square foot up 5%. That's more in line with the average around the valley. 100% list price received ratio. So again, seller's market as well in Albany. Last thing to look at here, what's going on with inventory in Albany specifically? There was actually no change from February to March, although there was a considerable number of new listings, 30% increase in new listings. So that's like, the difference of 65 in February and 91 in March. So that's what's going on with the market. If you're curious what's happening and what the value is of your house, please let us know at Sioux Long Realty Group. We would love to help you out and look at the ways that you can maximize the value of your home. Thanks so much.